Hey, welcome everyone to Odic's Den. We are back in Planet Crafter. This is not a full playthrough or anything. This is actually what I want to call a bonus session. I have received multiple comments and questions on one of my earlier episodes. I think it's episode 28, Destroying the Anomaly. Several people actually have commented on it. Some looking for directions or information on how to get the alien part started. One that was upset that I didn't do that, and then a couple of other more informative comments. I appreciate everything. I really do. It's been a long time since I've been in this world, so for me, I had to spend about 15 minutes reacquainting myself because I haven't played Planet Crafter since I finished this playthrough. Kind of missed the game. They've added a whole lot of new stuff to it. Look at that back there, ice. They've added items. They've added quality of life things. They've added new biomes, and I've actually been contemplating making a full playthrough again, only with all the changes. So that may be coming very soon. All right, for the alien stuff, I already grabbed some food. Grab some food here so that I'm pretty much loaded up. I'm going to show you how to get there from the very beginning. If you recognize this area, or if you don't, this is the starting area. This is all barren waste ground out here, and it's not filled with water or anything. And this is where you start, right down there somewhere under that water. See that little path right through there? That was added to the game, I think, towards the end of this playthrough, actually. That gets you over to the zone that is the waterfall zone, for those of you who are wondering about where the waterfall zone is. That is a shortcut. I'm not going to take that way because, as we all know, it's later in the game. You don't get there this way in the beginning. So, how do you get there at the start of the game or early part of the game? You got to go the long way. Now, there are two long ways. I'm going to show you the whole path so you'll know where the waterfall zone is, how to get to the mushroom cave, and then we'll come back through the shortcut. That way you can see how that works out. All right, let's get going. This is, you come up here to the very top up here, and you fly this way. I'm flying, obviously. When it's the early part of the game, you're going to be running, so it's going to take you more time. Bring a habitat or the resources to build a habitat with you. Wow, this has changed for sure. This is not part of the original game, so more things they've changed. This was where I put my farming for aluminum. This is the aluminum fields. It did not look this way last time I was here, so obviously we're already running into some changes. If you follow through here and go to your right and work your way down this wall, wow, they have changed some things. Walk your way down this wall. This gets you to the area I've always called free power. This place has those three tier 2 solar panels early in the game. This little path right here takes you back to the starting zone. You could actually come this way too. Okay. Over here is the iridium cave, a iridium cave, and also has the other stuff. Okay. What you do in the early part of the game is you just come back to this kind of area, and then look at this wall back here. Just kind of follow this wall around. You'll notice pathways up here. Now you won't be flying, so you'll be running, but back here there's this pathway right here. Just take it, walk through it. I suggest you get oxygen before you head in here because it's narrow, and you run through here. Now this is the shortest cut through. Now if you go up over that path and back around there, you get back to the aluminum fields. This was just showing you the shortcut. You just keep running this way. Now if you bring resources with you to build a habitat, you don't have to worry about oxygen, but you're going to need food. I suggest bring 4 bags of food. That way you have food when you get back here. Okay? Now you follow this wall and just keep following it as you come through there. And if you notice, One of the commenters put that there's an area here that gets you to the Mushroom Cave. This is a moonish type setup or look to it, and there's a lot of rare resources back here early in the game. I suggest you come back here early-ish on. Yeah, right here, see all this? Because there are crystals back here, aluminum, zeolite, and other things, and crates. Okay, these crates right here, they contain good resources. They have food in some of them, so if you bring 4 bags of food, you'll find more food and you'll be okay. You just keep following the wall as you just keep going around. This is, I just think it has that moon look feel to it. But as you keep going along this wall, boom, you come out of that and into this area right here. This is the area that is the waterfall area. This is the original waterfall. I know someone said there's a lot of waterfalls. You're right, there are. Some were added later in the game though. This is the waterfall. This is a barren rock. If you come back here before water really gets going, this is a barren rock. I have a base back here, by the way. One of the people commented that I popped around with teleporters and didn't really show them how to get here. You're right. Teleporters make life easy, but they take away the beauty of the game in some respects because you don't get to see everything. Let me grab some water real quick. Oh, by the way, you have to bring water too early in the game because you can't drink water out of the rivers. I always put a base back here, and I usually leave one food just in case I get caught somewhere without food. But this is the waterfall. Now, I'm going to give you a quick tip real quick. If you come back here early in the game, there's actually a cave back here. And in the back of this cave is a graveyard, sadly. And right here, there's a lot of them that had passed away. There's a crate right here. There's a crate up here. There's a crate over here. But inside those crates are some early and mid-game crafted items. You can actually start with a backpack, some tools. Let me see here. Oop, tools. Some of these tools. So it's something you can check out early on in the game. Or if you start in a hardcore game, this is the way to get some of those tools for free early on. But I'm going to show you the Mushroom Cave now. Okay, that pathway I said through the wall, that's right back over there. We're kind of staring at it right now. That takes you back to the starting zone. This is not here in the early part of the game. In fact, it's not here until the mid part of the game. But I said originally that there is a rock formation out here, and under the rock formation is a path down to the cave. I believe it is right over here. It's been a while since I've been in here, but I believe it should be right here. Yeah, right here. And you go down here and you are in what is called, or what everybody called, the Mushroom Cave. It's like a bunch of things growing from the ground. Now, in here, you'll find a lot of resources. You'll find some crates, have food and other stuff in there. But I believe it's here in this middle area. Yeah, there's a box here. A lot of these boxes I didn't pick up because I didn't need the resources or just took out important things. But if you have to run around these areas because somewhere in here you find that key. Now I already found the key, so I might not be able to show it to you. But at least you know down here in this area, somewhere around here is the key, and it looks like a egg type shape item. Oh, right here by the tree. See these coordinates? Right here will be an item, and you grab it right off the top here. And if you keep coming back here, somewhere in the back, and I'm just going to have to hunt around for it because, again, it's been a while since I've been in here. Just kind of follow the outer edges around. Now, if you don't have these jets or anything, you're going to have to run it. So it's going to take you longer. But just keep running around. You'll eventually find a spot where there is a alien door. I'll just find it real quick. And then we'll show you how to get into it. And like I said, I left a lot of resources out here because I just didn't need them. Maybe it's right back here. Yeah, right back here. Okay. Yeah, it's a long way from the middle. Um, but right here, see this? This is the open warden. Oh, tokens popped in front of it. All right. Open warden altar. You put that key right here. That's what the key looks like, okay? Just put it right here. The whole world and earth will start shaking and this door will open, okay? And then you can come back in here and there's things to explore in here, like this area. I believe there was directions right here, tells you a few things. I won't spoil it too much, but you could pause that and read it if you wanted to. And here's another one. And then you just keep flowing through. I think there's a door here. There will be a key right here. And there's an address, coordinate, basically. Okay? You take that key with you, by the way. And then on the other side over here, you come in here. I believe this just runs back to a big open area. Yeah. Now look right up here. Those are old ships. But you can't do anything with them. They're just here. You can look at them, take a pretty picture. Um, just kind of gives you an idea of what was here at one point. Okay? This is the first door of the aliens. So you get some exploring, you get to information, you get some coordinates. Now, spoiler alert, the coordinates we actually already know because, well, that's the door I showed you in the video, destroying the anomaly. Now, we'll just run around the edge until we find, excuse me, I'm sorry, I've been sick, so my voice probably isn't the same. Coughing and sneezing a lot. Just one of those summer colds. And that's why this came out in the morning instead of the night. Because, well, like I said, it's not been a great week and a half. Okay, right here. Now, when you come out here, we're back in the same spot. Now, if you were early game and you didn't you're gonna have to go back and we don't have that opening right there, there's other ways to get back to the home base, but I want to show you something real fast, especially if you haven't played this game much. I want to show you a couple of things real quick and then we'll get to the other door and I'll show you what's going on over there. All right back here, right up here, you came in back there, you come up here. This is Crater Lake. In the early stage of this game when you start, this is covered in fog. And you can't see down here. But if you go down there in the early part of the game, there's a meteorite down there, big crash. A lot of iridium down here. Also, in the very center, you get some iridium rods. So, great resource. But only until about the time big lakes start forming. Then this changes to this. Water slowly builds up, of course. This is also, and I noticed a waterfall back there, by the way. Like I said, they added some stuff. This is actually the hardcore starting spot. If you choose Meteor Crater or Meteor Area, this is where hardcore, so if you play a hardcore mode, you start right down here. Harder than heck, by the way, because you don't start out with a lot of food. Now, they did make some changes, I noticed, that you start out with more food. Used to be, it was a tight race to try to find enough food to survive. Now it's a little easier. If you play a hardcore mode, my suggestion is get the resources needed to make a habitat. From your starting point, run as far as you can over here. Drop your first base right up here. That's a good center point. Just make trips back and forth collecting resources, putting your beginner stuff here. This little cave right here, this is another good hint. There's aluminum down here you need in the early part of the game, but make sure you can get your way back before you die, because if you die, you're done. Then whenever you get ready, you head down here to collect resources. There is This is a good tip. Down here, yeah, right over here, if you come down here, there is a base. There's a lot of good stuff down here. I've left it all because I didn't need it at this stage, but yeah. So, we'll get out of here. Let me get some water. Alright, I just wanted to show you that real quick. By the way, it's pretty coming down here when it's foggy, but right when the fog disappears, it's pretty too. Anyway, if I do another full playthrough, we're going to come back here to see when it changes, so I can kind of show that on camera. Alright, so, another spoiler alert. Turn it off if you don't want to know this, but there's a gold chest in this zone. It's right back here. I already got it, of course, but it's right back here. Just so you know where one is. That's the only one I'm going to tell you about. Alright, as far as caves go, this takes us back to the starting point right here. Early in the game it doesn't exist, later in the game it does. Okay? And it gets better. At first you can only fly through it, eventually you can drive your car through it. See this right here? And then you're right back out here. This will open up later in the game. It'll slowly open. You'll start seeing the crevice form, and then it'll slowly fill in over time. But we obviously we're pretty far along. Okay, right up here. This has nothing to do with the aliens, but in the beginning when you're up here and you have this cave, it's covered in ice. If you come down here after the ice breaks, and you can get in here, just look at that. I have a base down here, by the way. It's collecting resources, because down here, Osmium Cave. Okay, follow this wall over here. Now, there's still ice this late in the game. It's amazing. Follow this wall right over here. Follow this path right up here, and just keep following it until you find an opening right up here, by the way. And just another quick idea and quick path. Follow that wall, brings you right out here to Crater Lake again. See, it's a circle. So once you have enough heat early in the game, and this is not long after Blue Skies actually, that ice melts and you can get back here. So you can come over to this crater area and then to waterfall, the waterfall area, without having to go that long path. And I just wanted to show you that as a secondary way of getting back. A lot of people put bases down here because of the rare resources, and you can just set up a farming base back here. And when you come out back here, you're right back to that starting zone. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, so let's go to the second spot for the aliens. Now, this is as far as I'm going to go on showing you, because some things you just need to figure out on your own. Not to be mean, but it's fun to explore. It's fun to learn about the aliens, and it's fun to follow their little clues. And I think if I play through again, I'm going to save all the alien stuff for one episode and do it all at one time. But every piece of it is in my videos of the long playthrough. 28 was destroying the anomaly, but if you start working backwards, you'll find the videos that show how I've done certain things. So it's in there. I just don't know them off the top of my head. Alright, I always put a base out here, because when you're coming up this way, you can see it right here. I better get some water before I go inside, because I don't think there's any water in there. Alright, but there's that big wreck, and you're just following this wall. But if you play the game, you know about this area. This is the Super Alloy Cave, actually. If you notice right here, Super Alloy. This is your Super Alloy Cave. If you run through all of here, and of course, considering your questions were how to open the door, I assume you've all been back here. So that's my thought process. For some reason, I am struggling. There we go. again, sorry. It's been a rough week and a half. My family was on a vacation out of the country. Well, cruise, went out of the country. I didn't go. Um, they all came back sick. And of course, they shared. You know, sharing is caring. Alright, when you come back through here, and I detailed this in the video, obviously, there is so much stuff in here. But by the way, here's another coordinate. Well, ooh, I thought there was a coordinate here. There's a key up here. Maybe this isn't where you found that coordinate. See, it's been a while. Oh, they're in here. Alright. In here, if you follow back here. Now, when you come in here, you can't fly. If you notice, I can't fly. Regardless of what stage you come back here, you can't fly. You have to do it all on your own. And there's a lot of jumping, climbing, and other stuff. But in here, there's a lot of things you have to do. There is a video, one of my videos shows me doing all of it. But that path up to the anomaly is way up here. Now I've already destroyed it, so it does no good for me to go up there and show you that path, but that's detailed in the video. I don't know why I do that. Alright. Wow. I don't know what I did there. Don't like it though. I need some food. Food's up. Alright. Oh. I think I'm actually leaving. Don't know how I got turned around, but I did. I don't like how that looks. I don't know what I did. There we go. Center mouse button, by the way. Alright. Right here when you come in, you'll find a key here. Explore each of the buildings and every nook and cranny of the buildings all the way up because you'll find things. And there's a lot of paths up here, okay? So just understand that there are a lot of stuff in here you have to do. You will find multiple keys, and every one of those keys is important, and there's all kinds of paths to play with, okay? Do all of that, collect all the keys. One of them will give you coordinates to the next alien spot. And in that spot, when you open it up and get in there, there's a whole lot of stuff to do in that one too. And by doing all those things, it leads you to more understanding of the aliens and how things have to be done. But in the end game or the end step, once you've accomplished everything related to the aliens in each of the locations all the way through, you'll be yeah, there it is. See, I've already done all that. You'll be guided to destroy the anomaly. Now, you can't destroy the anomaly until later in the game, no matter what you do, because you have to be able to make the big bomb. And let's see. Right here. Right here. This is what you need to make the big bomb. 3 uranium, circuit board, fusion cell, 3 explosive powders. You have to carry that with you to make this bomb when you're at the anomaly. That was in the video. Drop it, push the button, and run. And watch the world shake. But those are the first 2. There's also a process to go through for the well, destroy the anomaly allows you to open up all 3 of the endings. One being to join Signacorp, one being to join with Riley and the traders, I guess as you call it, traders, and of course, one is to follow the aliens, and those were in a video, the last video I think I put out on this playthrough. Each one of them. none of them were good endings. I don't know if you know the story behind it, but with Signacorp, going back to them, they basically put you back in jail. Uh, the We'll go with the traders. You basically become a slave, and if you go to the aliens, it's believed that they all died, and when you portal through, you die, you wind up dying too. So not great endings. I hope they did some changes because obviously I never really liked those endings. I think I said that in that video, but it was a I mean it is definitely an endings. But now you actually can, if you buy the expansions and stuff. Let's see. I think we did this. Oh, space occupied. Yeah. Oh, leave the planet. Fight Syndicorp, space smugglers, and the wardens. There's also, you can leave here and shoot out to the other planets, the moons and stuff. So that's another option you have in this game. If you have the expansion and stuff, you can shoot off, go to Humble, start terraforming it. Now, a lot of people cheese that. They take with them enough resources to build a high-end terraforming item. As soon as they get there, they drop it on the planet, boom, it's blue skies almost immediately, and they're deep into terraforming already. So if you want to do that, that's fine. I personally, I think what I'm going to do is at one point just do a Humble playthrough from the beginning, meaning as if we just started the game without having come from here first. But I hope this helped everybody. I hope that helps you understand where the Mushroom Cave is and where the waterfall area is and where the first steps to do the alien stuff is. If you get stuck beyond those two areas, I just suggest you go back. Probably not too many episodes for the alien stuff, because I didn't start doing all the alien stuff until the very end. Because I originally wasn't going to do that ending. So if you go back to probably around episode 20-ish, somewhere in there, I'll probably detail it in the title too, because I tried to do that with whatever the main theme was. But yeah, if you go back and watch those videos, they will show you some of those steps. There's a lot of neat stuff going on here. And like I said, they've added a lot. They've added new biomes. The sky looks different. These planets, they look way different in the air and stuff. And I like that. It looks like the graphics have been improved. There's some quality of life things, some bugs that I can already tell were fixed. And they do a really good job on this game, and they did a really good job staying up on it. I played from early release. A lot of the stuff wasn't here. They added it and adjusted the game. Sometimes you log in and you would not have access to things you had access to before, because in essence, they reorganized some of the things. So it was fun. And I enjoyed it. I still enjoy this. I am right now thinking I need to come back and do it again. I will probably do it again. We'll probably start here in this zone again. Could start over the meteor area again, or I've done that before, but I like that zone. I just don't like it as a starting zone. This is a good starting zone, I think. And then we can build through, get everything out, see what new things they've added. I haven't even checked the blueprint screens. I kind of don't want to mess with this one, since I have it all laid out right. If you have any questions about the game, comments, obviously, please put them down there. I get notified. I do respond. And if it's really something that you need some help on, I don't mind coming into a video like this and helping you out. So appreciate it all. Y'all take care. We'll catch you in the next one.